How's everybody doing? How's your life? Are you in harmony with the world? Are you seeing the life being given back to you daily as we are advancing towards the next stage in our personal growth and evolution? Are you ready to have the opportunity to end the corruption in the world, the government, all of the all of the evil that persists in our lives? Are you ready for this time changing, era changing, paradigm shifting opportunity where we can earn wealth through exiting the matrix, exiting the system, and resisting all of the corruption in the government at once, simultaneously, with the laser focus and power to accomplish the most epic transformative growth and change in our planet's history since the dawn of time. We're talking about a new era of governance, a new era of government by the people. Government needs to control the mind. And it's time for us to control our own mind to become the government, as we are inherently owed and given the world at our fingertips. And yet people choose to ignore the obvious truths and the obvious possibilities. If we'd only take action in the right direction, cooperatively, in a coordinated way, together as a community, we could make all change possible. And the key here is to recognize that I have solutions I've been talking about for years and years, and they are coming to fruition. I've learned from the mistakes of the past, and I see exactly what steps must be taken to move forward without error again. And we will have the strongest focus on security for our vision, with both insurances and audits for code. We're going to deliver the world's best game changing app when it comes to government and money. We're talking about the crypto onboarding app of the future to bring it mainstream with stable coins and volatile currency education, DeFi education, that's decentralized finance. I'm not sure if I just am ready, because my life right now is in a flux. I'm working, I'm traveling, and I haven't had the time to focus and even produce these videos. But very soon, I will have had the money saved and the time allocated to me to produce everything I've been building over the years and produce the best vision for the future possible. I'm in the process of getting all of the credit needed to risk what's necessary for the future of the world, risk myself, my life, and my credit on building a platform, building an app, building applications, plural, that will change the world, change activism, and integrate the communities of individuals into the activism networks that will drive change. We're going to collaborate on building cryptocurrency ecosystem awareness, DeFi education, most importantly, gains you can share with your friends and your family. We're going to talk about getting the alpha of the best projects in the world and making sure that we're going to ride them to Valhalla. We're going to ride them to the next level, because these gains are going to be out of this life, legendary. We're going into the FOMO stage, where everybody's going to realize that if they don't get in now, they're going to miss the world's life-changing wealth transfer. The FOMO stage is going to hit retail soon, because all of the biggest banks and hedge funds and institutions are getting into this. Corporations are now making it part of their assets for long-term protection, as I have done, and I can teach others to do, as I'm an entrepreneur in business, and I know quite a bit, having my courses and connections with other entrepreneurs, and I have the vision to bring a unique plan forward that can allow us to make wealth while stopping corruption in government. And in a few years from now, when this takes off, we will see the world of change and headlines all over the planet as a tidal wave of consciousness and action merge. The people will be able to rectify all of the wrongs that have been made by the shadow governments and by the corrupt elite that continue to control us to this day. We will be able to rectify everything in a peaceful, nonviolent manner, voluntarily, without using coercion. And we can get consensus of the public through education, dialogue, and debate. And we are going to build the platforms to allow for this. We're starting with a Telegram platform that will merge into all kinds of opportunities: blockchain, Telegram, income potential, education. The Telegram apps can be able to do amazing things, and we can program them with bots, and we can make them interactive. We can create an e-democracy on the Telegram bots where people can vote and decide policy and change. And we can integrate it with AI to help people formulate ideas and arguments. We can do so much with the AI movement, and I'm diving head on in after I get to the next stage of my personal development in the insurance businesses, ensuring my life, the life of others, ensuring my business, ensuring this business plan for the economic lift and the ballot AI, two unique projects, and there's others. There's a big umbrella under ballot AI of United Petitioners, which brings in the initiative quorum, and it brings in the Signer Finder app, which I already launched. I was testing it out, and I was working on another new model, and I will be continuing to build this out. It will be very exciting. So I'm looking forward to the summer, the fall. Next year is going to be amazing. But this summer is over, but and I'm just working. I'm working, and I'm saving up my money. So returning to Arizona will be, a big deal. And Arizona and Colorado have a lot in common, and I'm very interested in a state organization with other states such as New Mexico, where I'm working to unite patriots and where I can physically be on the ground, Utah and California. But I don't want to travel too much. I really want to stay put. I want to just release an army, a new activist army of petitions, skilled petitioners, and everybody just ready to take action and start changing our world through the blockchain projects, the fundraising we have for the technology we're launching that will disrupt the real world industry. We're going to be very, very valuable. And we're starting at super low market cap, under 9K market cap right now. So you could be a whale for very low cost. And you know what? I'm surprised it's so low. I think just people are selling on me. People, that's the problem. If I invest this wrong and I have people that they just want to sell on me, like the dev rug pulled, okay, but we're going to get back. And I wanted to sue him. I thought about this. But the amount of money to sue him, I could also pay for the audit. I can pay for the most top of the line audit. And tomorrow I'm speaking with Halborn. They are credible, and they have like 300,000 followers. I can get the word out there. So if I streamline the white papers and I get the websites set up the way I envision this, with the yin yang Dao, black and white, with lift and up, and lift and United Petitions, ballot AI, and initiative quorum, we have a yin yang polar project that brings together energies that collaborate together. And we're going to bring business owners into a network that funds and supports local causes that people believe in. And we're going to make some amazing change. This is a project where the people can buy whatever they are already shopping from, local businesses, and get a donation in real time. The businesses will agree, and they'll give discounts, and we can drive traffic. We can make customer loyalty. We can change the entire industry of card payments to have to realize that they're in a time of the past, because we have a better program on blockchain. You don't need card payments, so people learn how to manage their funding. And when you get into the yin yang DAO, you get to recognize that stable coins are very flexible, and you can use them to get yield and APR way beyond any bank, way beyond most loans APR costs. So I'm going to start playing with some risk, doing some experimental things with the stablecoin farms, and even looking into lining everything up possibly even with insurances as needed, as there are crypto insurances. I'll look what possibilities there are. My plan is to use a bank loan and put it into crypto and manage it properly and pay off that loan. And I'm doing this with experience from 2015, just getting into it. DeFi since 20, what was that, 2019, 2020, 2021 when COVID was taken off. I already had DeFi stuff taken off and I was starting to study. And that's really what changed me. COVID was a blessing in the respect that it was the crypto that changed me, and I was able to live off of it and study the full time. And it was a scary time, but the crypto saved my life. And I'm going to now use that education and continue to grow. And I've been learning so much, and I'm going to now share with others what I can do because I was able to live the life at the time, just totally pursuing my passions and living the best life, spending time with my child, and my joy was there. My joy was there. And so, when you have that kind of passive income, it frees you up to have more things to do. I was studying and I was learning, and I'm going to do it again because we're going into the bull market again. And the yield is already kicking in. If I were to show you some of the yield right here live, like last week, I can show you. I'm going to start deploying a lot more pools, showing a lot more of these. It could make me a target, which is an issue, right? But if I'm going, I could start just showing people in exclusive groups, exactly where the yield's at. I don't need to show my portfolio directly, but I can show you how the yield farming works. And once you start doing it, you start seeing the numbers. I'm going to start taking snapshots of the APR, and I'm going to take snapshots of the yield. I'm going to start doing like weekly check-ins on certain yield farms, and just to show how much you can compound, how much you can collect every week. And it's quite a marvelous thing. It's incredible. So let's take a look. I want to do this. I want to show you the yield farms because the secret is that I figured out a way that instead of relying on fundraising and organizing traditionally, where we ask for money for projects that we want to fundraise for, now I can show you how to make money with your money and contribute what you care to give after. That's basically the newest concept here with this bot that we have programmed, where you get to give what you want. There is a minimum just to activate the bot and to make it just feasible. We made it so low anyone can afford it. If they're not being cheap bastards, you can afford a little something you'd like to give to the bot, but it's open-ended. And you get to keep half of whatever you give of anyone else's referral payment. So if you refer someone else and they give yours equal amount, you get half of that. Now, if they give more than you, you still only get half of what you gave, and the rest goes to your upline. So you create a real competitive way. And that's just based on people's voluntary interest in giving and their capital and how much they can give. And then that would encourage you to increase your contribution. And with every contribution, it's set up where there's 2 DAO wallet funds, 2 DAO wallets. Okay. And they will continue to grow. They will be set up where we can vote on the usage of the funds in those wallets. And, we're going to give away some of these funds back to our community as prize rewards for those researchers and educators that bring the quality alpha to the table. We want to build an elite DeFi alpha community with a whole system set up of people recognizing like the different methods of portfolio management. We're going to teach you how to do the portfolio. We're not going to show you exactly what your portfolio should be, but we'll show you strategies and make sure you have an understanding of a diverse portfolio, risk analysis, and things like this, and just build our community based on education. So, the real thing is like we are going to teach DeFi so ourselves as a fund that fundraises can leverage the money that we collect so much beyond traditional funds. And then we can help do this for all these other projects that would use our system for fundraising. And with a launch pad, with tokenomics and our liquidity pools and our DEX, we're going to have this again. It's not going to cost too much. I literally made in 1 week, my first week, almost I'm making pretty good money in petition. I'll just say this, that I can cover the cost for getting this whole ecosystem set up again. It's the audit that costs so much. It's 10K. So I'm going to find out tomorrow if the audit can cover all four aspects of the main part of the ecosystem. We have staking, we have the DAO to be launched after that, and then we're going to do the launch pad, and then we're going to do the DEX. And we're going to build all those out. And this time I'm going to be careful. I'm not going to just load it with liquidity. We're going to do an audit of all of it. Just make sure the functions work. And then we can gradually start growing it organically as a community, and myself as well. We'll know that it's risk-free once we get the audit, risk off, and it'll be set. We'll be so solid for our community and our projects. People want to contribute. And the alpha I have is genuine. There's no way people can ignore that what I'm able to bring to the table has so much value and normally costs so much more. And if individuals choose to, if we want to charge more in the future, I mean, we can update the bot to do that, but it's not about charging a lot. We know that the competitors in the industry can charge like 10K for the most exclusive alpha, but we're building an alliance between people. It's not about how much you have to invest. Education is a key factor. We're about community. And it's really going to be a different, we're here to help build people up and teach the skills and teach, everything there is to know about blockchain in different sections. And the most advanced stuff, maybe stuff that would require code, for example, that will be in the higher level 7, because I'm going to learn to code. And I'm going to be bringing some alpha into level 7, like coding Python bots, because I already have a whole course paid for, engineering course on Python robots, trading in DeFi, and I can't wait to do that, because then I can build that into a project with what I'm doing here with stablecoins, like a reward program. I want to build programs. I want you to be able to manage your own portfolio first, but eventually we can have automations where you can just put money into one smart contract, have automated spread across all of these other yield farms. And we're going to create that stablecoin farm. We're going to create the deluxe. If I could create it right now with my alpha, I mean, I'd be sourcing from so many blockchains. I'd have the highest APY because I already am putting all the content into the Telegram bot. So it's only a matter of time before I partner with someone who's big time, because I'm going to just use this whole system myself and master it. I already know exactly what to do during this bull market, capture gains all the way to the top, and keep them on the way back, on the way down. I'm going to keep those gains and get yield. And once you get a certain amount of stable coins with enough yield, you can just live off that during bear and bull markets. And that's what I plan to achieve. And I was almost there last time, and I think I'm going to be there this time. Play my cards right, and far less risk than I did last bear market, because again, that was my first working bull market where I made so much capital. I was able to manage it properly. Where the first one, I didn't touch it because I just knew so little. And so, yeah, going into this over 12 years, is that right? So this is going to be the one that changes my life. And, the funny thing is, if I had held back from the first one and didn't do any trading or betting, I would have had so much more capital right now to play with. But we all live and learn, and you had to. It's part of the fun of it, part of the enjoyment of like learning, like even losses. Like I can't blame myself for them. They're here for a reason, and every loss is a learning lesson. So I am far more conservative now, but I definitely have skills, and I'm going to be teaching you DeFi. So all you have to do is join the Telegram bot, ask for a link, and you'll get it. You can reach out to x.com, my profile at Liberty Economy, and you can get some info. We're going to have so much going on. The audit's going to happen. We're going to probably get started programming. I'm going to probably have my dev start programming pretty soon. After that talk tomorrow, we're going to figure it out. Probably going to start this week or next week. So it should be good. And want to just tell you more. I have to rebuild levels 3 through 7. No worries. I already know exactly where to go, but I'm going to spend most of the day tomorrow doing that, adding more content and providing images to tease people of these massive farms that are legit, that pay. And I'm going to have to, just start moving some money around, take pictures to show like proof that they pay, because people don't believe it. Like every single day, you can make some great money every single week. Like I got some capital right now I can look at. I want to pull it out. Let's just do one. If I I'm gonna manage my money tomorrow. It's too late right now. I should get to bed. Tomorrow I'm getting up, doing my turn in, and made about 6K this week. That's what you make as a professional petitioner with the skills. I'm about to write the book. It's going to be part of the products I sell, along with an amazing line of t-shirts. I can't wait. I'm going to have such amazing t-shirts that will blow your mind for the activism industry. We're going to sell some cool shirts. We're going to have some, some books, some alpha about the campaigns in California coming up. We're going to dominate California with a new validation system and different apps that are coming out. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. What I can offer you, anyone looking to partner, is real access to credit, how to master your personal credit, how to get that going so you can have a huge line of personal credit available to you at 0% interest with a goal to take action with it. And then also business credit, where you have virtually no risk because you're safe under a business identity. And there's just so much to learn. I don't know everything, but I have learned that you can get this credit and it can change your life and change your perspective on life, and your dreams can expand. Capital can make things happen, and when it's available, you can do amazing things. So if you think you have some ideas of how you could use some capital and you want to connect with me, let me know. If you want to use some capital to invest in what I'm doing, that'd be great. You can buy the tokens, get in the community on Telegram, and you can just type in that calling address. We're starting to really focus on Ballot AI, but we are going to launch Economic Lift, and we're going to do some cross-chain stuff. It's going to be great. We actually launched it, very low market cap, but if you're truly interested, you can get in very early. I myself don't even own that much of it yet, but we're going to pump it. We're going to pump some other ones. The problem is there's some whales. It looks like the whale left, but they tanked it. Like it's really miserable. And I buy up a whole bunch of it of my own token, and they somehow flash themselves into the code to go ahead and buy it like right when I made the token. It looks like they bought it before me, but it doesn't make sense that they don't show up on the chart on the front end of the website of a buy order at all. It's really schemy. So I got to be careful, but I'm learning as I go. I'm going to start diving into the code to really understand it underneath the hood soon, and I'm looking forward to that. And I will be getting some litigation with that dev that sued me and get my money back. That's definitely possible, but it'll have to come after success. I'm going to focus on success first, and then we're going to go ahead and sue the shit out of him. We can subpoena all that information, even if it's old information. I can get him. I can get him. And for what he did to me was so nasty, just to steal everything from our community. So, yeah, bad guy. I want to pay for the lawyer, but let's come up with some capital. Let's make our referral program explode. And if you in the community help us, as I'm helping you with the DeFi Alpha in the bot, you're going to tell everyone, they're going to tell all their friends, and we can capitalize, raising so much money where you get to keep a huge amount of this capital. 80% ends up, is it 80? Yeah, 80% ends up going to the community. 20% is for the two projects, 10 and 10. So most of it's for the community. You're going to make great money if you refer others. Just learn the free information first. Check it out. Ask questions. Not enough people are taking advantage. You're just supposed to start using these platforms. Get your airdrop points. When I show you this massive airdrop, when I get paid after this season 2, you're going to be like, feeling like so stupid that you didn't take action when I told you. You could literally be starting to take action right now while you watch this, just by opening up the bot on Telegram. All right. You need a link. You got to reach out to me on x.com. Okay. You can also, there's a few other ways to get out to me, but that's where I want to have more followers, more communication, because we have to do a lot on X. Okay. These yield farms are paying great. They work great. And you're going to get a massive airdrop if you do it right. More capital you put in, the more you can get. I'm thinking about moving all my money through it. And getting these points, I can move it right out after. So I'm getting some of the best yield there anyway. That's certain. And I'm going to go ahead and jump on a few other blockchains. But you know what? We're going to be making a bunch of profit with or without you. And all of these profits can be rolled over into the project. Don't think for a second that during the bear market, I'm going to hesitate to go and take all my capital from the profits of this and do something massive for the project, whether it's the advertising campaign or creating a massive liquidity pool or anything, probably advertising, because we can create our liquidity pool organically ourselves as contributors. But I do want to contribute more, and I'm going to be getting a grant. Some blockchain grants are already on their way to me in my mind. I'm manifesting this. So stay tuned for more. I want to give you more information, but you have to deserve it. You have to be in the Telegram group. You have to communicate with me. You have to be in the exclusive level 1 and level 2. And then I'll start talking to you about all the best coins you can get in your portfolio, how to do portfolio management and structure. We can have these conversations. What do you want to know? How I got rich last bull market, how I timed the market, how I was prepared and preparing for years for that moment. I'll show you everything I know. So join me in the yin yang Dao. Let's do this. We have a few other updates, of course, on their way for the websites. And I can't wait to share that with you, blogs, everything. I'll talk to you all soon. Y'all take it easy. I hope you're making money out there. Remember what you're doing with your spare time. If it's not making dollars, it's not